This week's episode of the High Level Release Radar, where we recap all of the new releases from the week, and it is the first release radar of 2026. Ryan, can you believe it?
It is. A bright new year is upon us.
A bright new year is upon us. A new year of releases and ditching bad habits, all that kind of stuff, right?
I don't know about ditching bad habits. I mean, but
True,
at least some new releases.
Yes, we can guarantee the releases. That's for sure. All right, I'm sharing us live into our main group, so we should be live streaming in all of the places. But as always, if you can see us and you can hear us, please say hello in the comments. We love to see the check-ins pop in. And this is a fun week, Ryan. It's the first one of the year. We're both in Mexico, right? Well, Ryan is off the coast of the other side of Mexico. Look at that view.
We've got a great view. I can tell you it's warm here, so I'm enjoying that part of Mexico. And fun fact, Dos Equis taste different here. There's something about the water you guys have. So it's
all right.
It's better.
Well, hopefully you're enjoying it, but not too many, Ryan. I mean,
no, just the one.
That's right. All right, we got our check-ins coming in. Mr. M. Dongo, our first check-in of the new year. Happy New Year to you. And we've got Zero Zen Design checking in. Hello.
All right. Well.
What do you say we hop in and check out our first releases of 2026?
Let's do it.
But before we get to those, Ryan, we should point out new year, new savings opportunity, and then this is going to be the end of it. You're not going to be able to get this offer until probably the end of this year. You can hop into your account, agency level, hit the promos tab, and it's a fortune box. You get to see.
Yeah, this one's kind of fun. I just like doing it for the animations. I think the team did a great job with the UI here. It's kind of cool.
Exactly. Never been a better time to save. I think you can get a couple of months off, depending on your plan level and whatnot. So go check out what deals are available to you. We got more check-ins coming in, Ryan. We got howdy from Sweet Upstairs in Calgary. Howdy to you. I also want to point out, Ryan, before we jump in, just a little recap, right? Let's check it out. Did you know that we covered more than 1,200 releases last year?
I did know that, but only because I looked at the stats. But I bet a lot of people don't realize how many releases get pushed out all the time. Some of them we can cover. Some of them are a little bit more nuanced, but they do all add up to a much better experience every single week, every single month, and indeed every single year.
Absolutely. What an insane year. Can't wait to see what rolls out this year, Ryan. Before we hop into it, we got a few more familiar faces. Happy New Year to you, Heidi. Always nice to see you. May 2026 rock indeed. We got Brad Slusher finally checking in live from Tacoma, Washington. Nice to see you, Brad.
Welcome to Tacoma.
And another familiar face, Tina. Hello, as always. Happy New Year. All right, let's check out some releases. It was a week, but the releases don't stop. We had one for surveys and quizzes. We now have easy access to settings, and this is just a cool little UI upgrade that kind of gives you another way into settings.
Yeah, so before there was kind of always that right-hand sidebar, and for smaller screens, it kind of presented an issue. But regardless, when you click on specific elements now, you can click on this little gear icon, and that's going to open up your right-hand sidebar settings. So I think this looks nicer first and foremost, but also it's a nicer experience when you're just trying to navigate through it without having to look at the settings. When you want to get into those, you can see them.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a nice little intuitive update. I think this is kind of how you intuitively expect it to behave. So that one. We got another Happy New Year check-in from Hadar. Guven? I don't know what do the 2 dot things mean you're supposed to do?
That's an umlaut. So Haidar, I think, is
Simi,
the
Ryan.
official pronunciation, but Gun would be, I think, my best guess with 4 years of high school German.
All
So,
right. I love it. Happy New Year to you. And we got Zero Zen Design is really excited because you also get 2 ShamWows if you go hit your promo upgrade
you
as
do.
well.
They'll be in the mail indefinitely, but you'll get them.
That's right. I'll send them from Mexico. And if they don't arrive, hey, it's par for the course. All right, let's check out our next update from the first week of 2026. Add WhatsApp attachments via media storage. This is great because now we're fully connected, right?
Yep. No longer have to rely on the good old system storage of your actual computer. You can have this as you can attach WhatsApp attachments from your media storage, media library, whatever you want to call it. But it's the system storage in the app itself.
Love it. You
Yeah.
gotta love it. WhatsApp is rocking. I'm gonna look up that update, Ryan, because I just posted it on my Instagram. Did you see that HighLevel crosses 54 million WhatsApp messages in the month of December, or was that November? 54 million messages.
Insane.
That is awesome.
On our way to 1 billion here pretty quick.
I love it. The road to 1 billion. We got another familiar face, Dave, checking in from Jacksonville. As always, Happy New Year to you, Dave. Always good to see you pop up. Our next release from the week comes from the prospecting tool. We now have enhanced tracking and management.
Yeah, so this was actually a pretty big ask. When I say big, I mean very popular. And this is just to have some basic tracking for like what's the status of this prospect. So you can now choose whether it's either obviously an open prospect opportunity, whatever you want to call that. But this is all happening right within the prospecting tool. So you can change the status to if you closed it because you won that account, you got that person signed up, great, you got the company signed up, or you lost it, or you've created sub accounts for it and what have you. So I think this really opens up the door for really leveraging prospecting in a way that's meaningful for agencies so they can get more and more sub accounts on there and track the status of all the prospects they've got going for them.
Love it. Makes sense. I love the year-end stats for the prospecting tool as well. It's really the usage is really taken off this year, and it makes sense, right? Because it's such a great way to reach out to prospective clients and be like, hey, I ran this audit for you. Would you like to know the things that you should be doing that you're not right now? So loving the update. Ryan, good news. Your only friend Paul from the frozen North Winnipeg is checking in.
Hey, I've got one I can count on. I count on you, Paul. Thank you for that.
Happy New Year to you, Paul. And Kyle, I see your comment there. I just passed that feedback over to the A2P team. So they are aware as well. All right, let's check out our next update from the first week of 2026. Agency dashboard got a new revenue and MRR insights architecture.
So I updated the title of this because we got some more insight from the dev team themselves, and this was like a huge overhaul of the whole architecture that runs all these stats. And what it's equated to is much more accurate statistics. It's going to sort of get rid of all the noise of different random, stripes charges and so forth that are in your account. And so anyway, this gives you a much better accurate view and much better insights into what's happening right within your agency dashboard without having to run all the complicated stuff in Stripe or whatever other payment processor that you're using. But big props to the team because this was a big rewrite. This was not just a small update whatsoever. This is massive.
Love it. It looks great. I think, let us know what you guys think because you should see much more accurate numbers now as well. Also on the agency side of things, I believe you'll see next week a new course rollout for SaaS mode. So if you've been, if you're an agency and you've been hearing about SaaS mode, you're not really sure what it's all about, we should have a great new resource rolling out for you next week to check out. Awesome. We got a check-in coming from Nishit. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly, from London, UK. Happy New Year to you. And let's find out what our next release from this week was. We now have enhanced cost visibility on calculator in SaaS configurator.
Yeah, this is really
Sounds
cool.
fancy.
So when you're picking your add-ons, the things that you want to offer within a SaaS plan or package or whatever you want to call it, you're not going to see a total cost for the agency itself, and you'll see the individual costs there. This is sort of part of a broader effort that we have going here to highlight like what things cost a little bit extra money for things that like ad manager of course is free, but things like WhatsApp and listings and so forth and WordPress hosting, so that you have a good idea of what the cost of the agency is, so you can configure your markups and what have you, especially at the agency pro level.
That's helpful. Yeah, I love it. Nice. All right, next up from this week, Chat Widget got an update. We now have expanded sound notifications for live messages. Oh, that's
Yes.
that's
So
another
we add
fancy one.
This is a fancy one. Initially, we kind of had just the message part of it. So the nuance here is that now there are notification sounds. They're all looped into the same setting, but now there are notification sounds for chat initiation, acknowledgments, welcome messages, and form related messages. So
Hmm.
if you're wondering about those now will ding or bong, depending on what country you live in. I know the British call it a bong. So anyway, something.
Nice. That's awesome. All right. Sounds like we rounded out that suite of notification dings or
Hmm.
bongs, depending on where you are from. We've got Tanya checking in. Made it live. Yes, you did. Woohoo. Love the release radar. Thanks for checking in, Tanya. Happy New Year to you. And here we go. My slide control. Next up from this week, Agent Studio got an update. We now have brand voice and brand kit integration. I saw some celebration going on in the Facebook community around the Agent Studio updates this week.
Yeah, a lot. Agent Studio is, it started sort of small and a bit niche. So if you really knew what you're doing, you could do some stuff, but it's really getting broad in its scope and what it can do, what it's connected to. And this is yet another plugin for, hey, we've already got this brand voice set up, how we want things to work. So just reference that. Instead of us having to give you some huge prompt in the Agent Studios, you can just say, hey, I want the brand voice. In this case, it looks like Ferrari. This is just an example for you guys, but at any rate, you can plug it into that specific brand voice, and you'll get very relevant results as a result.
Love it. We've got another check-in from our friend Julio over in Valencia. Best wishes to you as well, sir. Happy 2026.
Yes.
This next one is very cool. We now have custom dispositions on mobile. So this rolled out
Yeah.
desktop a couple of weeks ago, and now we have it on mobile as well.
Perhaps more important. So this is the headline for this week's release radar. And I would say, yeah, a lot of folks are working on mobile, and it really makes a lot of sense to have the custom dispositions after you finish a call. What happened? So you can configure those in a custom manner, not just the ones out of the box. And those all are now connected with the mobile app themselves as well. And then, of course, after that happens, all kinds of things can be triggered after the fact.
Yes, love it.
Yeah.
This is a big one. People are really excited about it landing in mobile, and this was the week. So if you haven't set up your custom dispositions, go ahead and get that going.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have a slide for it, Ryan. So it did go live already. Here we are. The new community course for SaaS mode, SaaS mastery with Jonah who has been on fire in the community, I would say. So amazing work. I'm really excited to check that one out myself.
Yep.
And we should also shout out the new community. If you haven't been in the new university, head into your agency account, hit the university tab, and you can join our new official community in there, where we're now housing all of these new courses in the learning tab, as you can see. So really excited, Ryan. We got like thousands of people in there already. It's growing pretty quickly.
Yes, we are. Gosh, I want to say it's like at 16,000 or so, 16, 17,000. So on our way to 1 billion, as we always say, but there we are. Go ahead and join. And we're actually streaming into that community too. So even if you just want to catch the release radar, you can catch it right inside that community. So lots of cool stuff in there.
I'd say the best place to watch, Ryan, for sure.
Probably,
And
most
as you
likely.
can see, we are building an awesome library of community created courses. So if
Mm.
you have mastered some specific tactic or strategy in high level and you think it'd be worth sharing, hit us up. We could talk about creating a community course to be housed in the official university library. We had some other enhancements roll out this week. It was a bit of a short week, obviously, but custom fields got enhanced external tracking to detect, capture, and map custom fields. So that's the tracking, the site tracking script, right?
Yeah, it is. So now
You want to
if you
expand on
if
that a little bit?
yeah, so if you're using external tracking, which essentially kind of works like Google Analytics, where you take the little code snippet, you put it in your header, and then you can track things that are not part of high level for whatever reason that might be. But if you've already got a system going, you can track things that are happening, and that's now going to detect, capture, and map things related to custom fields that are within high level. So that will be very useful for a lot of the folks that have got external websites. And of course, this will continue to get expanded. We really want to, well, I say we, the team that's really pushing this forward, really wants this to be a comprehensive tracking code snippet, so that no matter what site you have, you can actually look at analytics around it and make decisions based on good data.
Yeah, and it also includes a bit of sorcery, right? Like you put, like, let's say you have a WordPress site or some other site not built in high level, and those form submissions with this script will actually get captured. So the form submissions pull into high level, even if it's not a high level form.
Yeah,
And now with this update, I think it pulls more than just the name, email, and phone, right? It grabs the custom
exactly.
field data as well.
That's
So pretty
exactly.
sweet.
Yeah.
Um, SaaS also got some enhancements. We have stability and reliability enhancements for sub account creation, subscription lifecycle handling, user data consistency, and suspension behavior. Basically, across the board, we got some
Yeah.
nice
A
enhancements
lot
there.
of a lot of stuff around that, especially with the APIs, both public and the private ones that we use internally. So if you're using SaaS mode, a lot of great updates around that as well.
Love it. We have another shout out. Happy New Year check in from Jamaica.
Oh,
Awesome.
I'm
Happy New Year
close,
to you
sort
as
of.
well, Robo Jack. Yeah, you could probably just send a
This is
paper
right there.
airplane.
This is right there.
Ryan will catch it as he's cruising the Caribbean.
Hmm.
Um, all right, Ryan, it's that time of the show where we get to check out what's coming soon. It is a fresh new year of
It is.
upcoming releases. What do you have for us, Ryan? Coming soon, template library search overhaul. Oh, this one looks very nice. What do we got going on?
I'm excited about the template library because we're doing a number of different things that are launching very, very soon here in order to obviously upgrade the quality throughout, but also to be like find stuff. So we happen to have a lot of like really solid templates, and we're always like kind of pruning the ones that are a little bit dated and so forth. But what's really cool about this is that you can not only search like the fuzzy search where it's not quite the term, but it'll show up, but you can also search by like color themes and stuff, which I thought was a really cool add-on that they're going to include
Oh,
here.
that is cool.
So it's like, hey, I want like a purplish theme. Maybe it's not the right industry, but you're kind of close, and you can kind of get it across the finish line. So I thought that was really useful because I've come into many situations where I'm like, I just need a color. So at any rate, there'll be things like that included in this release that'll be coming hopefully in the next couple of weeks here, maybe
Love it.
a quarter, but we'll see.
Love it. Yeah, if you haven't
Yeah.
checked out the templates lately, definitely check them out. As you can see, they look
Mhm.
awesome. So, yeah, it's always nice to start on third base. So you might want to pop in there, have a
Absolutely.
peruse, and check out some templates.
Hmm.
All right. Also coming soon, we have an ecom revamp. That's funny, right? I was just in there checking out these
Yes.
screens, looking awesome.
There is a particular Figma with Chase's face all over it. So some of the some of these things will definitely change. We're in preliminary mode for design and getting feedback from the team, from our team, and so forth. But I think this will be really good at kind of getting more of a dashboard feel, like what's happening with the e-commerce store, and getting us at much closer to parity with other competitors and so forth. But most of all, giving you all the tools that you need to launch and manage and give the resources to sub accounts that are running ecom as like a real business and not just like a fun thing to do.
Mm.
So as you can see there, we'll have lots of stats, have easy access to the products, ways to connect. Like if you're looking to connect Shippo or other third-party fulfillment services, that'll all be right there. So you don't have to go all over the app to start connecting things. You'll have, sort of deep linking, and a lot more other features too. It's not just a visual update. There'll be more there as well.
Yeah, I love it. It looks really clean, and I also love they're building in like a getting started guide. If it's your first store, it
Yes.
makes it really clear of like all the different steps that you're going to want to do, including like abandoned cart setups and all that kind of stuff. So very cool. If one of your New Year's resolutions is to launch a new e-com shop, it should be easier than ever as the team rolls out this new revamp. So pretty excited about that one as well.
Mm-hmm.
um, all right, Ryan, I think we are ready to wrap. But before we do, I think, as always, we're going to end the show with this little QR code here because we want to hear from you. If you haven't tried out the new HighLevel video testimonial tool, you should do it today. Hit that QR code or go to gohighlevel.com/testimonial. Shoot us a quick video testimonial. And if you're not using that tool for your own site with your own customers, I highly recommend setting it up because it's really cool the way that it works. And with that, I guess we'll let Ryan get topside and get himself a bucket of those Dos Equis and enjoy the weekend.
We'll see what happens. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, everybody. So happy to get into the new year, and I wish you all the very best as always.
Absolutely. Happy 2026. Happy New Year. We hope it's the best one yet for everybody. And as always, we will see you next Friday.